Zoho Inventory Tutorial for Beginners. Hello, hope you're doing good. I'm your host Jason. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use and set up Zoho Inventory. The first thing you want to do once on ZohoInventory.com, you're going to tap on Access Zoho Inventory, and from there you can sign up. Once you have signed up, you'll be redirected to a page just like this, and you can put in your organization details, and you can also choose an industry. After you have done that, you're going to tap on Inventory Start Date, and you can also select your physical year when your physical year starts, so you can select it right there. Then you're going to tap on Get Started. After you have selected Get Started, you will be redirected to your dashboard once it loads up, so just give it a few seconds to load up, and you'll be redirected to the Zoho Inventory dashboard. Once on the Zoho Inventory dashboard, what I want you to do next is go over to the top right hand corner, and you're going to tap on the Settings cog. After selecting the Settings cog, you're going to go over to the left hand menu option, and from there you can tap on Branding. After tapping on Branding, you'll be able to upload your organization logo. You can also tap on Locations, and then you could tap on Enable Location. After you have selected Enable Location, you're going to give it a few seconds. And then from there, if you have multiple locations, for example, let's say you have a main head office, you could fill in the main head office right here. Then after doing that, you can tap on Add Location. And if you have different offices, better yet, or if you have numerous warehouses, you can select warehouses and you can enter in the different warehouse locations, as you can see right there. Another thing that you can also do by going over to the left hand menu option, you could select users and roles. Then from there, you can add different users. So let's say, for example's sake, you would like to add some workers or some of your employees. You can add them right there. You can invite them and you can add in their different roles. After you have done that, you can also scroll down, and from here you could tap on Online Payments, then select Payment Gateway, and from there you can organize or set up your payment gateways. So you could enable PayPal, you can also enable Stripe, and you can see the different payment gateways that you can get access to. Once you're finished doing that, we're just going to tap on the plus to close out. Then after you have closed out, I want you to go over to the top left hand corner. You're going to tap on Inventory. Then from there, you're going to tap on Items. And from here, you can start adding inventory. So for example, we could tap on New Item. After selecting New Item, you can enter in the item name. Or if you are listing services, you can tap on Services. And you can simply fill out the information right here, scrolling down. And you can also go back, so we could tap on Item Groups. And from there, you can group your items, as you can see right there. You can create groups so it would look better organized. So you can create different categories, as you can see right here. After creating your categories, if we were to go over to the left hand menu option once more and tap on Sales, from there you can tap on Customers, and this is where you'll be able to either upload your customers if you have it saved on a file, or you could tap on Create New Customer, and you could manually create the customers, as you can see right here, by entering their primary information. And then you can scroll down and you can fill in all of the extra information, as you can see right there. Then you will tap on Save. After you have done that, if it is a case that you would like to create a sales order, you can go over to the left hand menu option and tap on Sales Order. Then tap on Create New Sales Order, and you can select the customer. Then you could select the location if you have multiple locations. Scroll down. From there, you can also add the salesperson. You can choose when the receipt is due, and you can scroll down, and from here you'll be able to add the item. So you could add the item right there, and you can fill out the information just like that. By going over to the left hand menu option once more, we could tap on Packages, and then from here you could tap on New, and you could select the customer, and you could also choose the sales order right there. You can also view your shipments by tapping on Shipments, so you'll be able to see all of the different shipments. If you would like to create an invoice, you can tap on Invoice from the left hand menu option, then tap on New Invoice. After selecting New Invoice, you can select, do you give discounts? You can select this, yes or no. I'll select I don't. Then you can scroll down and you'll just tap on save and continue. After you have set it to your preferences, then you can choose the customer name, or you can enter in a new customer name. You can scroll down and then fill in the information as you can see right here. Once you're finished filling in the information, you will tap on save and send, and you'll be able to send out the invoice. And you can further on come back and then you can tap on I have received the payment, and you can save that right there, and you'll be able to tap on payments received from the left hand menu option. And from there you'll be able to see all of the unpaid invoices, and you'll be able to see all of the invoices that have been processed already. If we were to go over to the left hand menu option once more and tap on purchases, from here you'll be able to add your expenses, add vendors, you can also add any bills or so on. And another thing that I like about Zoho Inventory is it offers numerous integrations. So you can see right here the different platforms that you can quickly integrate. So you can choose to integrate any one of those if you want. And that's basically it when it comes onto Zoho Inventory. If it is a case that you would like to upload documents, you can select documents from the bottom left hand corner. You can also tap on reports, and then you can see the different categories, and you can choose the report that you would like to see. And for quick access to any section that I've mentioned earlier, you could go over to the top right hand corner and tap on the plus. And then from there you can see right here, you can add users quickly. You can also log customer payment and so on by simply tapping on the plus in the top right hand corner. Once here you could select the type of report that you would like to see. So for example, you can tap on sales by customer. Then after you have tapped on sales by customer, you can select the customer that you want. So you could tap on searching customers and you could type in the customer name. After you have typed in the customer name, you can select the customer, and you'll be able to see all of the information right there, their outstanding bills or anything like that, as you can see right there. So that's one thing that you can also do when it comes onto Zoho Inventory. And if it is a case that you would like to update an item or so on, you can tap on inventory from the top left hand corner. Then you could select inventory adjustments, and from there you will be able to adjust any item. Let's say for example you like to add more of that particular product if you have received more, or if you like to manually remove some of the products, you can do that also. And that's it. Hope you found this tutorial helpful and informative. If you did, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and thank you for watching.